Hi class, today I am going to teach the poem Tamarind written by anonymous unknown poet. Tamarind means a tropical tree. Its fruit is used in Indian food. In this poem, the poet describes the poet's love for a tamarind tree and the sorrow she felt after the tree had been cut down. Let's read the poem Tamarind. Nobody knows where my tamarind stood, just by a winding lane. Each year it gave me fruit and shade and drew me to my home again. I loved to sit beneath her shady boughs and rest up for a while to gaze out upon the distant blue hills with laughter and a smile. I read it again. Nobody knows where my tamarind stood, just by a winding lane. Each year it gave me fruit and shade and drew me to my home again. I loved to sit beneath her shady boughs and rest up for a while to gaze out upon the distant blue hills with laughter and smile. Winding means going in curves. Drew means past tense of draw, to pull, to attract. Boughs means branches. The poet says that only she and no one else knows where her tamarind tree stood. It stood by a winding lane. Now that tree had been cut down. She fondly remembers that the tamarind tree gave fruit and shade every year. Even after she married and left the village, she came back here each year to collect the fruit. The tree drew her back to her father's house every year. The poet remembers that she used to love sitting beneath the tree's shady branches and rest for a while. She used to sit under the tree and gaze out upon the distant blue hills. She would then feel happy and would laugh and smile. Next stanza. And now that I am back, I am eager to find my tamarind again. I hasten down to that favorite spot. I search, but search in vain. I read it again. And now that I am back, I am eager to find my tamarind again. I hasten down to that favorite spot. I search, but search in vain. Eager means keen to do something, excited about something. Hasten means to move quickly. In vain means without success. That year she visits the village again and eagerly runs down to favorite spot under the tamarind tree. But she is unable to find her favorite spot even after searching for a long time. Next, then I stop and I stare. I stand quite still. I listen to my heart. That magnificent tree that was my life has just been ripped apart. I turn to the hills, my eyes filled with tears. For sure I have lost my soul. Where once it stood tall, there is nothing there now, merely an empty hole. I read it again. Then I stop and I stare. I stand quite still. I listen to my heart. That magnificent tree that was my life has just been ripped apart. I turn to the hills, my eyes filled with tears. For sure I have lost my soul. Where once it stood tall, there is nothing there now, merely an empty hole. Magnificent means great, wonderful. Then she suddenly stops and realizes that the magnificent tree which she loved with her heart all through her life had been cut down. She now doesn't know what to do. They looks towards the blue hills with eyes filled with her tears. She feels like she has surely lost her soul. She now realizes that her favorite spot where once the tamarind tree stood was now a merely empty hole. Answer the question. What does the tree give each year? The tree gives fruits and shade each year. Where does the poet love to sit? She loved to sit under the shade and take rest for a while gazing at the blue hills. Next, did the poet find the tree after coming back? No, she could not find the tree. The tree had been cut down. What does the poet do seeing an empty hole? The poet is quite shocked to find out that the tree has been cut. Then the poet saw the distant hills with tears. Long ago there was a tall tree standing there, but now there is only an empty hole. Children, from this lesson we have learned that trees gives us fruits, shade, oxygen, etc. We should not cut down the trees. Thank you.